Welcome, everyone, to the D2G podcast. This is your host, Shapa, and here again, once again, I have my buddy Joey and Adrian here with me. We're going to be talking about some interesting topics here today, but as usual, we do our little icebreaker, what we've been playing this week. So I'm going to throw it to Adrian. What you been playing this week, Adrian?
A little bit of PUBG. Now they did release a new map. A little bit of Apex for the new season. And a little bit of Brawlhalla. My 3 rotations.
Cool. Yeah, I've been playing Apex myself a little bit with the new maps and stuff like that. Been a lot of fun. Played a little bit of PUBG as well. We won in Apex, thank God. Joey, what have you been playing this week?
PUBG, Apex, and Siege, dominantly.
Probably mostly Siege.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least with the new Apex, it's been pretty fun so far, so we've gotten all into that. But with this week, let's jump into PlayStation 5. We finally are getting around to this topic. We decided to start out with this one first since it's basically been pushed. But PlayStation 5 and basically PlayStation in general, they've been having some interesting things going on this coming new console with their whole big reveal. I want to say it was at the Expo. I want to say it was the Gaming Expo a couple months ago. They basically didn't show up with the hardware, and they only basically released the logo. Their big reveal was basically that it was PlayStation 5, PS5.
I watched that. I was like, here's our new logo, PS5. Like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And everybody was pissed off about that, kind of.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know what they're doing. And then, like, they, I don't know if y'all saw it the other day, like, they didn't have a price point for it either. And that they literally said that they're waiting for Xbox to put their price out.
They're not going to E3 either, right?
Yeah. As far as I know, they're not going to E3 either. And like,
whenever they released the logo, they also released kind of like the specs that the PS5 is going to have. The two that kind of stood out to me were the ultra high speed SSD and the hardware based ray tracing. More because the SSD is dependent on what kind of type it is. Like if it's like a SATA 3 or if it's like an NVMe, then those are two different speeds. Like if you're talking about high speed and then you just slap in like a regular SATA 3 SSD, then it's kind of like, okay, like it's, I guess, faster than a mechanical hard drive, but it's not like an ultra speed like SSD that's out there on the market. But of course, whenever you buying SSDs, you won't have much room for storage. So then it kind of does good question of is like, are you gonna have less storage now and in order to get the high speeds, or are you gonna have kind of like, a decent amount of storage with, quote unquote ultra speed SSDs, because we're comparing them to the previous mechanical hard drives that were in the PS4 and Xbox. And then the hardware based ray tracing, whereas ray tracing is cool and all, but the only thing that ray tracing does is give better kind of like lighting. Like you've seen like all those like Minecraft ray tracing stuff like that. It's better for the lighting and shadows and kind of like how lighting works in games. Like it's pretty nice, but it's not as big as they're making it seem.
Yeah.
But how many video games do you actually see that take advantage of that though? Especially
it's really good in games that, like, say you're like in a tunnel and there's like, the floodlights or like the lamp lights in that tunnel. It'll be good for that because you'll be able to distinguish the environment a lot more, give it more immersion and more feel to it. But and of course, like if it's like if it was like an open world like on top, and it'll be like really nice, because like if say like you're walking through a forest full of trees, kind of like that misty fog, it's cloudy, the light's very shining through, it'll give you more of that immersion of it. But in all honesty, like the hardware based ray tracing, this is kind of thing what it points to is because the graphics cards that have ray tracing now are NVIDIA's graphics cards. So it's kind of thing. It was like, okay, it's gonna have ray tracing. Then what hardware they're gonna use, and then depending on the hardware they're gonna use, it's like it will fluctuate the price point of the console.
Well, I know that said that. I mean, I don't think it should be super crazy high, for the new consoles as far as like price points. I mean, what do we start at? $599 for when Xbox One came out. I think it was.
Yeah, Xbox One I think was like $599, and then Xbox was or PlayStation was like $499.
Something like that. So I'm wondering if they're gonna try to do the same thing.
Because it was like 100 less plus. Because like people were just like saying they're bashing Xbox because of the whole the camera thing. What was it called?
Well, they already had that before, but it was the Kinect, right? Or
yeah, the Kinect. But when the launch came out, you had to pay for the Kinect.
Yeah.
And then people were like speculating, well, it's like if you didn't buy the Kinect or if you didn't have to pay for the Kinect, that was like easily $100 off.
Yeah.
So it could have been at the same price range as PlayStation. So that was like one of the reasons why at the very beginning Xbox didn't do that good.
So I looked at PS4 did cost $499.
Yeah.
But the PS3 also, I remember when the PS3 first released, it was a $500 console as well.
And then Xbox was like what?
Yeah,
$399?
Xbox was pretty like cheaper in comparison.
Yeah.
But Xbox was already released before it.
Yeah, and like as far as the release dates go, like I mean, Xbox seems to, I don't know, I'm guessing it's gonna get released before, but they're kind of sending it around there. So I'm wondering if they're gonna try to do the same thing, and just be like, hey, we're gonna get $100 cheaper or whatever they put. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, it kind of seems like the way, because why else would you even bother saying that in the first place, unless you're kind of just like probably going to undercut them, basically. But I mean, then it also depends on like how much it actually costs.
And another thing you could look at is like how good is the hardware, or like how cheap is the hardware, where they can undercut it like so much. Like if they're waiting, like if the hardware they're waiting for, it's like basically saying whatever Xbox released their price point as, we can undercut it even more and still make a profit.
Yeah.
So it's just saying, it's like, okay, well then how good is the hardware in the PS5?
Yeah. And I'm just like, I wonder what the Xbox is. I mean, I would guess they would do it at $599 again, with theirs, unless they decide to do it a tad lower. But I mean, I don't think they would go super low or anything. Like I don't think I'd see it at like $399 or anything like that. Like I think $599 is probably where it's going to end up at.
You mean $499? Because $599 is like $600.
No, I know. That's what I think it's going to be.
Oh, for Xbox?
For Xbox, yeah. I think it'd be $599.
For Xbox?
Yeah.
For $600. For $600, I mean, you could probably piece yourself a decent PC for $600.
Yeah, but most people like hardware. They make a loss to it.
For the consoles platforms?
Well, like on platform in general, it's like most, isn't it? Like, in other words, they don't try to make a profit. Like, yes, they want to make a profit off of the console itself, but they try not to. Well, I mean, not try not to, but basically the most of the revenue that they get is the people that interact with the system. It's like what they really want is you buying the games there, buying the microtransactions, buying all that through the game system.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't think that's the case. I think they don't operate at a loss for the platforms at all.
Yeah, I can see what Joy is saying. It's because basically they utilize because for Xbox they use the store, like the Microsoft store, right? Mm-hmm. And that's how they buy the games. So basically, if you're a game developer and you want to sell on like the Microsoft store, they'll get a cut for it,
right.
because they're hosting it and then they're selling it. So it could be like a 70-30 cut, 60-40 cut. So it could be that they can price the console kind of like whatever they want, and then they'll make the return money on those games.
Yeah, no, I get that they could do that, but I just don't think that they do. I think that when they operate a cost, they do it to where they make a profit off the console.
But I still think they will do it like less, where like they can still, like, not like a heavy like difference where it's just like, oh, they just want to make sure that the console is actually a lot more people buy it.
Yeah.
And they want it to be not cheap enough, but like still cheap enough where like the average consumer can buy it.
No, I agree with you. However, like, it's just like with iPhones, like, could they sell them cheaper? Sure. Do they? No. Mm-hmm. Like, what are
That's
the iPhones?
kind of different though. Phones are just, it's more.
It's something that changes every year.
Yeah, but it's something that you technically need.
No.
Can you live without a cell phone though? Like
no. But what I'm saying is, this is something that happens every year, and the price point just keeps going up as far as something you don't need to keep getting every year. You
But I'm
can
saying,
wait
like,
multiple years.
the phone still has that thing where it's just like, all right, you need to have a phone.
Yeah, but it doesn't make your other one obsolete. Is what I'm saying.
No, it doesn't. But people still buy it anyways.
Right.
Yeah,
But I'm saying, like, you don't need to have like a PlayStation or an Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have a phone just because, like, not for convenience, but just like if something were to happen outside of the home, if you don't have a home phone,
Yeah.
you have a way to contact somebody.
but by that you don't need an iPhone, and two, you don't need to get one
But
every
you don't
year.
need a new iPhone every year. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Which is my point.
But
and
it's
why I'm
not
saying
like-
they're literally selling it to you for a crap ton of
But I'm
money
not
every
saying,
year.
but you're not buying an Xbox every single year.
Yes, that's my point. That's why I'm comparing it to an iPhone.
You literally just say you're buying an iPhone every single year, and then you're buying an Xbox. You don't only buy it once for like one every 5 years.
Yes. Do you need me to backtrack and tell you again?
No, that doesn't make sense.
Did you get what I'm saying?
I got lost.
Oh.
You're trying to compare an Xbox to a phone.
To consumers and how they work.
Yes.
Yes.
You
That's
don't,
what,
but I'm saying, like, you don't need a phone. Like, okay, you need a phone because you need it for convenience. But
Right.
it's still there.
But if you're buying an Apple phone, you're buying it for majority
But that's
name.
a luxury.
Yeah, you're buying it for the name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right, which is Xbox is a luxury. They're both luxuries. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But
It's
you
the same
like
thing.
you still need a phone, or a lot of people have phones, like iPhones.
Right.
Yes. And I'm saying you don't need to buy an iPhone, just like you don't need to buy an Xbox. And I'm saying the price points
But you still
aren't
need.
going lower.
But
they're going higher.
technically, like, people still need phones.
Yes, he's not saying you don't not need a phone. He's just
Yeah.
saying you do not exactly need an iPhone.
But I wouldn't compare an iPhone with like an Xbox or something.
I don't know how else to explain
Yeah,
it to you. It's not you're focusing too much on that. It's just
I get. Like a phone is a necessity, right?
Yes.
But like, so like I have iPhone 11. You know, it's nice. I got it because they were like the apps I use. I mostly use it for work.
You wanted the camera.
No, 'cause I only got the 2 cameras. I
You
don't
want
have
to take beautiful selfies, dude.
I don't have the 3 cameras.
Yeah.
My phone, I don't have the Pro. I just have the regular 11. But the also thing with Apple is whenever at launch, of a device launch, they will support the device for 5 years. So my other phone was an iPhone 6S that only had like a year-ish left. So I was like, well, I have this one more year for the support. Or no, I had a SE. So I was like, I only have like about a year, less than a year of the support left. So I'm just going to get the 11 and then, you know, take care of the phone and make it last for hopefully the 5 years. If I get at least 3 years out of it, you know, then that's fine with me. I don't really care. But, you know, like for me, I can afford the iPhone 11. And if it was me like years ago, I would get an Android. You know, and I'll do the same thing. A phone is a necessity nowadays because, you know, not majority of people do not have a landline, you know. But a phone is also not and generally it's not a one-time buy. 'Cause, you know, most people will break the screen and then they can't replace it, you know, just get a new phone. Whereas like an Xbox, like, you know, stuff does happen to an Xbox. Where like if I'm paying for say like like you could say like you buy the at launch console, but we all know like from history's past, the at launch of a new console is, you know, not the greatest of the console. They'll come out with the Slim, they come out with the Pro, they come out with like a different version that betters it. And like when Windows does come out a year, 2 years after that, you know, and then like if you're like an enthusiast or someone who can get a new console system, you might go just get the other console system. And it's not even just like the at launch console, right? There's, you know, those special edition consoles. Take like the PlayStation Spider-Man console, for example. I was like, you already have, like, you can say like, oh, I have a PS4, right? But you can say like, I have the at launch PS4. But the Spider-Man edition console is a Slim. It's a PS4 Slim, which is, you know, a little bit better than the at launch one, you know, because they probably updated the hardware, you know, some other things to it. And so I was like, you know, I can just get the console and have a better experience. And, you know, I had the limited edition console. Mm-hmm. And not only that, like for Xbox, they had the black console and then the white console.
Yeah, and
So-
slim, and slim, and then
And
the
slim, yeah, and
Xbox One X.
and then the Master Chief one, or like the Halo one.
Yeah.
So it's like yes, you need a phone, but like you do have people that go out there and buy the different variations of consoles too.
Yeah. And the whole point is that
It's consumerism.
is exactly it's consumerism. The point is the price points for these things don't exactly really go down. Like they either go up or they kind of stay the same.
And then they'll only go down as the device ages.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So like Xbox, it's probably going to be about the same. Like it's either going to be $5.99 or it's going to
But
be
you can
$4.99.
still technically have the option of buying the lesser one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's probably going to be like no features or whatever. You have to wait a little bit of time to get it. Yeah. No, it's the same thing. It's just like if you don't buy an iPhone at launch, you'll get it cheaper later.
Yeah, like I think they released the Pro first and then the 11.
Yeah.
No, they released both of them once today.
I'm not sure,
I
but
don't
like,
remember.
if I was somebody, I was like, yeah, we're gonna release this Xbox at launch, but then the other one like at a different date. You know, what if it's like they go, it's like okay for.
Well, instead of a
Like,
rectangle for Xbox One X,
It's gonna
square.
like if it's gonna release during the holiday, what's coming up? Christmas. Who's gonna want a new system? The kids. And what system's gonna be released first? Like the like the most expensive one. Be like, oh yeah, we're gonna release this one, but we're not gonna release the other one until January.
Yeah, because say the console comes out like October or whatever, and like what they're gonna have $100 sale off during Christmas to what it could have been in the first place.
And plus, like most people don't even do like a sale on a new system.
Yeah.
I remember Black Friday whenever the Xbox.
Don't they usually just add a game to it?
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
bundle, but it's like not like really a sale. And plus, even in the bundle, you still pay for the game.
Yeah.
And like even though it's just bundled up, you still pay for the game. Like the only thing that you might not pay for is maybe like some like accessories that might come with it. Because I remember whenever I went to the Black Friday for when the Xbox One came out, they had it like they had it for Black Friday, but you paid regular price for it. It was just a release thing.
Yeah.
It's been like 6 years, right? Sorry.
Yeah, but I mean like at launch, like
No,
when
no, like in my mind, I'm just thinking it's been 6 years. Sorry,
It's been
I
a
just said it
while.
out loud.
Yeah. And that's my whole point. You see what I'm saying now? Really?
Okay, so like we're here in
No, no,
America.
I-
We're here in America.
No, I get it. I'm
Okay.
just,
Okay.
Motherfucker.
I was say we're here in America. You do need a car for most places.
yeah.
Like majority of places, you do need the individual will need to have a car in order to go to job, to grocery store. Basically, you do need a car. Now, do you need a Maserati? No.
Well, no, I was thinking if you were to say an example, I would just think more of lines of a laptop or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you buy a laptop, you don't go to the next year and buy another one. You can still use your laptop. You can still use your Xbox or your PlayStation.
Yeah, but some
Yes.
people buy new laptops every year.
Yeah. Like some people
But
buy the new Mac.
The majority base doesn't.
No,
For like something like a technology like this.
No, I get it. No, the whole point was just it's consumerism in the sense that the price point doesn't change that much unless given time for something that's a commodity. Like it's a luxury item. All those things are luxury items. They're not even a phone. Like you can just buy a track phone.
No, like
for
like I
$20.
said, I do get where you're coming from, but like I'm thinking more of the lines like I said, a laptop.
Well, shit, I bought 3 laptops in 1 year.
They were given away. You got a laptop gifted, and then they give it away, and it's like I want another laptop. Then you have to go buy another one.
Yeah.
It wasn't your choice to buy like, hey, let's upgrade your laptop.
Yeah, no.
It was more of like, you don't have a laptop, let's go get you one.
But anyways, but 2 laptops too, like the price points for them, they don't go up super high from one another. Like you know what you're kind of paying for every year. Like even if things are upgraded, they kind of stay within the same range of prices, just like with phones.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was thinking, more of a laptop, not a phone.
Well, but I'm just saying they're really all the same. Like either they're the same price point or they go up a tad. Like it's pretty much the same. And that's why I think with the Xbox, it's either going to be one of those 2 prices because like Unless they like decide to jack it up way up, but I don't know why they would do that. Like you would just piss off a lot of people.
Well, because like that happened with the PlayStation 3, and they like basically they lost.
Yeah, but even then, it wasn't that high. I think it was only like $100.
It was $600. Yeah.
So like
It was a $500 system.
500.
yeah, so it was like
500.
it was like almost.
But it was still like $100. Like you can say like that what helped Xbox 360 win that generation.
Right. And then we go back to the last one.
And then that's what helped PlayStation 4.
Right. So that's why I'm saying with this one, PlayStation is probably gonna do $100 less than whatever Xbox does, and that's why I'm saying it's gonna be within that range. That's what I'm saying.
But I think they might, like I said, they want to keep that ecosystem. So I think whoever, like, let's say like Xbox is like, let's say like they do decide to like give a price point, and they go under from what they're making, the cost of making it.
Sure.
And then that was either that forces PlayStation to go way under.
Right. It's like a game of chicken.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Like, I would love to know what the operating costs of Xbox is, but I would think that it is actually significantly lower than what they're going to charge. Same thing for PlayStation, but there is also, it's just retail. You gotta pick a price that you're okay with and that you can make a profit with. Like, whether it's 35% or 45%, like you gotta make something. And I understand that. It's just I think that it's not gonna fluctuate that much. That's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's all. And PlayStation's gonna undercut it.
I mean, PlayStation, they have, I think the only thing they have on Xbox is the Call of Duty DLC release. PlayStation now gets it first. But I think that's pretty much it. But for that amount of money, it's like, man, dude, you can buy like a decent PC. And now that more games are becoming like, crossplay, it's not a bad thing to like get or look into getting.
I mean, for me, like, I'm going to get the Xbox one, the new one, right up. Well, I don't know if I'll get it right off the bat. Maybe I'll wait till Christmas and maybe get it with a bundle or something. But, like it comes down to games all the time. And then, for the PlayStation UI, it sucks. I can't do shit on the PlayStation UI. Like, I can barely get the internet to connect sometimes. Like,
I hate the PlayStation UI so much.
So, like, unless they fix that, I'm gonna probably wait a while to get it. But there are games that I want to play, but they don't come out till like next year.
What's funny? Because like you always hear like people like talk about it, and they fucking hate the Xbox.
I know. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's not like I play the Xbox a lot more than I play the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I play like dominantly on my PC. But I don't understand why people always bash the Xbox. And then whenever I try something on PlayStation, I hate it loading anything that has to do with online anything.
Yeah. Even downloading games is a fucking pain in the ass.
Well, because it was proven that it actually throttles you, doesn't it?
Maybe. I would have to check on that. But, I mean, it's just very strange. It has a lot of UI problems, but, like, everybody's all up in art. And, like, nowadays, like you said, like, we're mostly on PC now, and I use my Xbox kind of like a media center. But I play both games on either side. Like, there is stuff on both sides. And I probably only use the Xbox more because I do use it for, like, Hulu and stuff like that. Because when I try to do it on PlayStation, it doesn't fucking work. Like, it doesn't fucking download it, or it doesn't update, or it doesn't whatever. And I'm just like...
takes so long.
Yeah, it's so stupid. And
they have good games, but I hate the system.
Yeah, so I mean, it's probably gonna happen again. Like, it kind of sounds sad. I'm gonna buy a $600, media center again, but I'll buy games for it eventually. But I don't know. That's what I'm comfortable with as a consumer.
Yeah, like I don't know. For me, like whenever a new console is released, there's not, they have games, but it's not like a lot of games that they have for it. So it's like for me, I would rather wait like a year, like I did with the Switch, than to.
And that's a smart move, honestly. Yeah. That's what I probably recommend to most people. Like, I wouldn't tell people, like,
I think I waited like half a year for the Switch. I couldn't last how long. I was just
no, you really wanted it.
I really did want it, but I was like, I'm waiting.
I got it pretty quick.
Like, you got it like as soon as it came out.
And I was on that shit like
but
white on
it's
rice.
Not like you went to the stores like right away, like I need to get one. You waited like a week and then like called somebody like, hey, do you have one?
Yeah. And I got lucky. No, I mean, the smart move is to wait. So more games come out. The price point of the game or console could possibly go down. and you can get it with a bundle or whatever. Like, that's a smart play. Like, I would recommend people do that all the time because we talked about it the other week. Like, there ain't shit coming out for either one.
Yeah.
And that's because I love Xbox and I love Halo, but that's not a game that's gonna be like, oh, everybody jump out their seats to go get. That's for Halo fans, and like, we're probably in the minority on that now because a lot of people hate the later ones. I like them, but that's a different story.
I like the story. I don't like the the multiplayer.
Well, that's fine. I mean, like I said, this is to the majority masses. Like, yeah, just wait for the stuff. Like, I'll probably gonna get the Xbox for Christmas, and like, that's fine for me. That's my decision to make. I can't make an argument for people to go out of their way to buy it on launch because there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be expensive. So, yeah, especially for me that uses it as mostly a media center now.
Yeah, I do use my Xbox just as a media center. Have it in the living room, and then I just like, if I just want to like chill out for a day, like on the couch or something, I just go there, throw up Verve. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
Throw
it.
what?
Verve.
VRV
Yeah, VRV.
Oh,
from Crunchyroll. Which doesn't make any sense to me because Crunchyroll doesn't work on Xbox, but VRV does. I tried Crunchyroll, doesn't work. I don't know. Whatever. Whoever the fucking systems guy is behind that needs to fix that shit. But about an update. But yeah, no. I mean, those are the new consoles. That's where we're at, and then like the price points and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So and then
you played Death Stranding, right?
wasn't that the walking simulator?
It is a
Walking
walking
simulator.
Yeah.
It is some trippy ass shit though. Like, it is not a $60 game, but like I gave it props for whatever shit they were smoking and putting it in that game. Like,
I mean, it's Hideo Kojima.
like fuck. Like, I played his other shit, but like fuck that shit.
I mean, but it's like the first game that he had like free reigns to do.
Yeah, well, maybe took the reins a little too far. But I mean, yeah, it's a walking simulator. It's not
Is there
worth
like
$60.
no like I know there's combat, but like there's no shooting mechanic or shooting in it at all?
I mean, I think it's super far, but yeah, there was no guns or anything.
Huh.
From what I know, it's just walking, and there are grappling mechanics and stuff, but that's about it.
You know what has grappling mechanics? Pathfinder and Apex. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, we can jump into the trailers because we were gonna get into it a couple weeks ago, but some of us got sick and we had to delay. But like we talked about the release for season 4 for Apex, and like I think 2 days after that was the trailer release.
The trailers, yeah.
Where they showed Doomfist. And
Or
then I was like,
not exactly Doomfist,
Well,
but
no.
Doomfist like.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. The trailer wasn't out yet.
no. They did the cinematic cartoon trailer.
Yeah, the
And
interview.
with the interview with Doomfist, that
No,
I'm
but
using
like-
quotations.
When we talked about it before.
That was after. It came out after. That's what I'm saying. We talked
Yeah, okay,
about
then yeah, after.
Okay. Talked about it after. Or we talked about it before, came out after like 2 days.
Yeah.
And then we saw that, and then he gets stabbed. And then I'm like, oh, what the hell? And then we were going to talk about it on Friday. But, you were sick and everything, so we had to postpone it. But with that, he got stabbed, and I was like all tripping, and everything like that. And then oddly enough,
So that character's name is Forge.
Oh, that's right. I keep calling him Doomfist. That's
I mean, he's basically
Overwatch.
Doomfist.
his Overwatch.
Yeah. So I don't think, watching it's like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, he's meeting the legend and he gets stabbed. I think it's more, it was for Revenant.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, because we'll see what happens with, I'm going to keep calling him Doomfist. But Forge,
Forge, yeah.
he looks more like a Doomfist.
Just call him Doomfist.
He's DF. DTF.
But no, and then we got that first, right? And then we got the Revenant cinematic where he goes on assassinating.
Yeah, and they're like totally two different tones. Like where that one, well, I mean, you get the,
I think they wanted that.
even with the animation. I mean, I'm guessing they did, but like it's just a 180 because you get this little cartoon snippet and then you like jump right into this dark cinematic in which like it has some underlying, messages for things that essentially, imply a lot, especially with Pathfinder and everything. And what's going on with like the Hammond robotics and blah blah blah. And yeah, really dark, we got a new edgelord. His name is Revenant.
I mean,
And he has
he's the
joined
only
Apex.
character that actually like moves from the spot in the character selection screen.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
No. I don't have them. Well, I don't know.
Well, like I mean, but the post has been going on like about him.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you look at the like you know how like you're waiting in the lobby or whatever, and you know
Mhm.
how most of the time like your character moves and the two people that party up with you
Yeah.
they don't move anyways, right?
Right.
So like, but your character that's mainly they will like maybe turn a little bit, like Lifeline waves high at you at some point and all that.
Uh-huh.
But Revenant, what he does is like he literally walks from like one side of the screen to the other, and he will just like pace back and forth, and eventually he will just run at you, and then like he turns into that like ghost form or whatever, and like he'll disappear and then reappear in the middle, and does the same thing over again.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I don't know. I like the shift. I guess it's new. You know, I don't know if it's something like it's like, hey, this game needed that per se, but you know, it's a different shift, and at least it looks like they're trying something different. The character itself is cool. The abilities are useful. We'll see what happens with Doomfist later, aka Forge. But at least with this one, the effects are useful. Like when we played, we had a guy, at least one of them, that played him well enough, so we did pretty good. And I was like, wow, I was shocked, honestly.
All three of us sadly don't have enough to actually buy them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it. I'm probably the closest. Like I'm at like 9,000.
But you haven't bought a character since.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm probably the closest, but yet I'm also the farthest away at the same time. But yeah, no, it's a useful character. I mean, they changed the map. We've all been playing.
Did they really change the map though?
They changed it a tad.
Did they really change it?
They did.
They changed multiple areas. It's not like they changed. Let's see, they changed at least 4 different areas that we've been to. There are some sections that we still haven't jumped at, but they changed some sections. And honestly, the map is a lot better, I think, to play on, in my perspective.
I feel like they added more buildings.
Really? I thought they took out more, honestly, in my opinion. I thought they took out more, but yeah, like I said, there's still sections of the game we haven't been to, but
Yeah, I can't say. It kind of still feels the same to me.
all right, that's fair. I mean,
Because like when it first came out, I just felt like it was mainly like open, and I didn't really like that.
Like
I
the first
think
map?
it's still open, but
Like the very first map or this map?
This map,
Oh.
the first map, I actually loved to that.
yeah, everybody likes the first one.
This map, I don't
It's
like.
like PUBG.
Yeah.
No, I actually like the third PUBG map,
Sandcock?
Sandcock.
Yeah. Sandhawk.
Sandhawk. I'll call it Sandcock.
That's actually my
I
favorite map.
hate that map.
I love that map.
I hate that
I'm
map.
actually I like that map too, but I'm actually liking the newer map that came out.
The desert one,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Like-
See, okay.
Like I like it because
the desert small map,
Yeah.
which is like
Yeah.
Sandcock,
yeah, and Miramar kind of, but like
Yeah.
it's really like fun because you know it's close and you get in a lot more firefights, kind of like right off the bat. You know, there's not really like a safe spot, but there's like for the most part, whenever you land somewhere, you're guaranteed to have another team or somebody with you landing there. And the openness of it, you know, there's still like a good amount of cover, good in some areas, you know, not so much cover, but I honestly enjoy the map. Like it's a fun map,
I agree, actually. I like it. I like it more than...
and there's
Wait,
no
if I was-
vehicles. I haven't seen. I have like
No?
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's not. Like I haven't seen a vehicle from playing it, but or heard a vehicle, but I'm pretty sure there's no vehicles.
So, like, the only
No,
one we
they-
haven't done is the snow one, right? Well, you've done the snow
I've done the snow one, yeah,
so
Are
us two
there
haven't done.
vehicles?
and that small desert map. I haven't heard one. I don't think there's vehicles at all in it, which makes it like
Well, I think you can get a vehicle from a package like outside of Ring.
yeah, but I don't think the flares are in there too.
Oh, I don't remember.
I'm not too sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't see a vehicle either when we played. I mean, if I was to rate them, honestly, like, it's probably number 2. Like, you got Aaron Gill's number 1. That one is number 2. Sandcock is 4. And we have Miramar as 3. But I haven't played the snow one, so I can't rank that one. But
Yeah, I haven't played the snow one as much.
Did they get rid of that one?
I'm not sure because it doesn't look like to be in rotation.
Because it's you play the regular.
It's
you
a
play the regular-
Erangel, Miramar, Sandhawk, and the newer one. I think that's in the random rotation because I don't remember seeing the snowy one. And I guess whenever I played it, like it was okay. Like I didn't like it too much,
gotcha.
but
But yeah, no, you're right. That one's pretty fun. I mean, So I mean, it's fair if you want to say it hasn't changed much, but like to me, like I guess maybe because we just played a little bit more, like it feels like it changed enough to where like things flow better, honestly. Because like when we played it before, like it was always the same problems all the time. And with this, just by changing it a little bit, it just the map's better, honestly.
Feels better.
Yeah, it feels better. And just playing it's a lot more fun. That we've had this whole time that it's been out. And we played that map a lot. I just wish
Before
they
I
had more
hated that
rotation.
map. I still hate that map, but I don't hate it as much.
They should have a map rotation, like in my opinion.
Well, they say they kind of will. Like this season, there's just like half of it's going to be the newer map, and then they're going to go back to the old one.
Well, see, another thing too is like they changed it, but I don't know why they just don't have it as multiple rotations. Like you have the map as it first was, then you have it as it was changed, and then yada yada. I mean, like it just changes it up. I was like, you have to have it somewhere, right, to where we can just jump back into it. I don't see what the big ass deal is.
Yeah, and then also like in PUBG in that new map, there's how like there was like red zone where just like the bombing areas, but like if you get inside building red zone, like, you're kind of safe. So in the new map, there's like purple zones, which is the same thing as red zones, but they actually destroys the building.
But no, we saw it when we landed.
Yeah,
like, and I saw it raining down, but we were never actually in the area. I didn't know it did that shit.
So, yeah, I actually saw it. I was like, it destroyed the building. I was like, oh wow, it destroys building. But like it's not as great as a big area of a red zone. It's smaller, more confined to those buildings. But it's actually like pretty cool. Like if you try to hide, then you die.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fun.
It doesn't like completely destroy like all of it, right?
Yeah, it just destroys like all of it, like all the buildings.
Like it turns into rubble.
So it just turns into a road, not literally like a road, but
like rubble. Yeah,
like
broken building. Instead, like there's like a broken wall. Missing. It's pretty cool.
I mean, that's a cool mechanic. That's cool.
I mean, it's a cool idea.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah.
But I guess that would make more sense if like, I don't know, it wouldn't make more sense. Actually, that would be interesting if they just have a map that's like a city.
And have constantly getting destroyed.
And then it's constantly getting destroyed.
What if it's like not constantly destroyed, but like if it's destructible, like even from like player stuff, like
isn't there a rocket launcher?
See, I don't know because there is a loading screen that has
the rocket launcher.
Yeah, that someone has an RPG. I'm just like, dude, I haven't seen an RPG. Like,
I'm pretty sure you get it from like a box.
Yeah, I think you get it from a crate too. I was like, that was what I was telling Ryan.
But we never go for the boxes usually.
Yeah. And I wonder if it's only on that new map.
I think it might be because if it's like destructible buildings.
Well, I'm pretty sure they have it like, because didn't they say they bring out tanks now?
Yeah, there's also those
so
like
assume,
APC things. I saw them.
Yeah, so I assume you have the rocket launchers for the tanks.
Yeah, but it's like they're heavy armored vehicles, but like you can get those from the flyer. If you're outside the zone, you get the armored vehicle. But if you're inside the zone, you get a massive weapon crate.
But is it on every map though that you can do
the
that?
Flare? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I saw it on the new map. I didn't see it as like an option when we're flying over. Is it at least on the screen?
Yeah, I think it's there in general, but the flare being in the map or not is dependent. I think it's dependent on the map. Because I picked up the flare and when we were playing on Miramar, I picked up the flare.
Miramar.
But yeah, I think it'll be cool. There's like a map where the buildings are destructible, and because like in that map, you get a C4 or what they call it, a sticky bomb, but it's basically a C4. So you can chunk it, blow walls. It'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I almost blew myself up with the C4 because like I thought it was like you click twice kind of thing. So I threw it, and it was like the one where we jumped in really early. It was like the second time we were on that map.
You're thinking of Siege?
No.
Yeah, that's what happens in Siege. You throw the C4 and you blow it up.
Like most games are like that. It's not only predominantly to Siege. Anyways,
by the way, Rainbow Six Siege Invitational. It's going on right now. Get the chance, watch it.
Okay, cool. All right. Anyways, so yeah, no, I threw it on the wall, and then I was like, okay, well, I'll click it when I hear the guy coming through. But then I heard it like with the ringing, and I was like, oh shit! So I ran outside, and of course it exploded behind me. I was like, holy crap! I almost died by myself. I'm like, that was terrible. Now I know, but I thought it was an activated motion.
Yeah, I thought so too, but no.
Yeah.
That's boring.
It is.
Yeah.
But I guess
can you shoot it out?
I mean, it's more
it
tactical.
Up, but I don't know.
It's more tactical if it was a time like you can click it. But I don't know. Maybe they didn't want it to be that tactical. I don't know.
Do you think it would count as cheating? Not cheating, but like how do I explain?
Like an easy kill, you mean?
Yeah, like if you know someone's like hiding in the building, you just throw
yeah.
it real quick and just like explode it.
Of course, yeah. Like completely. I think
Yeah.
it's an easy kill because like.
But I mean, like, do you think they just have it like that so they won't have a situation like that?
No, I do think that. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I mean, it's easy to sound horn in that game. Like it's easy to tell like where people are coming from.
That's boring.
Yeah. No, I completely think they didn't put it in there because of that. Yeah.
They should have.
I mean, it's
Especially
It's a
if you have like
small
nothing
thing.
else.
It's a small thing. I mean, they've added a lot of things to it over time now. What are we in, like year 3 of that? I think or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
they've added
actually-
some interesting things.
You didn't check. You checked the battle pass, right? For PUBG,
I didn't look at it really.
you didn't look at it. You looked at it though, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of it?
So whatever.
Yeah, I don't care. I already like my character looks pretty good, so I don't care for aesthetics anymore.
I mean, I would like more stuff because my stuff is. I still have like the basic things, but
I'm a sucker for things.
but like to me, like no, there's nothing in it that's like, oh my god, like or even the premium things where it's like the China dress and stuff like that. Like
Actually, I want one of those.
Like to me, I don't think they're that.
And I don't play PUBG that much. I'm all like, I open up PUBG and it's like, man, I really want that.
I guess they're catering to. I don't know. I'm more along with Adrian. Like it doesn't bother me. It's like at least playing that game. Like
Yeah, I mean you don't really see it unless you're third person,
yeah,
but even then, like you don't. If you're third person, once you get like the helmet and the vest and the like the backpack, you don't see much.
Actually, I never understood that when you get a hat. Like you have a hat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like as soon as you put in a helmet, you drop the hat. I'm like,
I mean it's just a thing.
I mean, why can't the hat just stay on? And if
I'm-
the helmet like blows off?
I mean because they don't have the hat as a thing as part of the head. Like it's a whole different item
No, that's so
that
stupid.
goes on
Yeah.
it. That's why. I mean,
I think if it's like cosmetic, you should leave it on, or like it should stay on.
yeah, but you wouldn't see the hat anyways.
I know, but like if the helmet, like let's say you get a headshot and you're down, right?
Uh huh.
And the like, let's say that because it damages. You know how like
Yeah, like it
your-
destroys and goes away.
No, but it stays on you, doesn't it?
No, the
Yeah.
helmet goes off. Like
Okay,
like
then-
the helmet is damaged. If it's damaged
To the point of
like,
breaking.
breaking, yeah, it gets removed from you.
Okay, then
Yeah.
yeah, I think the hat should still be there.
I mean, it's a small aesthetic thing. I mean, I can't argue saying you're wrong. It's just something that you want. I mean, I just know that they're not going to do it. So,
I just
I
think it's
mean-
stupid. It's just like, all right, you have the hat for like literally like 10 seconds until you find a hat.
But it's a headpiece.
Or
Because so now there's a headpiece that's like a whole like lion mask. So you say you want a helmet to go over a lion mask? Like it's like a legit like the whole big lion mask with a big old mane.
they do.
Yeah. Like it's just a headpiece.
hmm.
I mean,
So
if-
why
if-
can't? Okay, then why can't the helmet like?
So if you
undo
so
the-
like say you have a sombrero, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you put on a helmet, you can put the helmet over the sombrero.
Technically, I would.
No, good God.
Of course, in real life, I wouldn't, but it's a video game.
Yeah, but like it's kind of a realistic-ish video game.
I mean,
Like I think the vest takes part. Like if you have a jacket, the vest takes the position of the jacket.
Does it really?
I think so.
It doesn't go on top of it.
Mm-mm. I
Or
think.
doesn't the vest go on top of the shirt and then the jacket on top?
I'm not sure.
That's actually a good question. I think it technically goes in between, but I don't remember.
I don't know because I don't have a jacket on my character.
Yeah, I don't.
I have
That'd be one
jacket.
thing I would want as a jacket, but I don't have it. Or a better hat, or sunglasses.
So you know the first battle pass they had for PUBG, it was like that purple jacket,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a timed like item. So like as soon as you got the jacket, you only had it for like 30 days.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember like I
that's-
got it, I was super happy, and then I found out that it was only for 30 days, and I got pissed and I stopped playing it. I literally stopped playing it.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of a shitty thing, anyways, because you kind of work towards that, and you don't.
because
end
it
up
was
keeping
it was a really nice jacket. It was a purple jacket, a really nice jacket, and it had like some like banana tree in the back or coconut tree in the back.
You can
Mhm.
still get it from crates, I think.
I don't know, probably.
But yeah, before I remember they had that mechanic. Yeah, it was pretty stupid. Like I never understood having a timed item like that.
Yeah, but I
Like,
also don't
it's
understand
completely
like
cosmetic.
keys and crates.
Mhm. Yeah, no,
But I never played. What's that other game?
Rocket League.
No. Well, Rocket League had it too, but no. The one that made it popular.
The one that made
keys and crates popular?
Yeah, the keys and
Oh, like
crates.
the microtransactions popular?
Yeah. Well, no, just like that microtransactions. It's like you get a bunch of crates, but you need to buy the keys for the crates to open them.
I keep thinking Rocket League.
No, you play the game. It's a PUBG before PUBG.
Oh, H1Z1.
H1Z1. They made it popular, and then there was another game before that also has that, which I guess is like CS:GO.
Yeah, CS:GO always had it.
Yeah.
But yeah, H1Z1 did have crates, and you did need to buy keys.
Oh.
I hated that. It was so stupid.
Well, I mean,
I never played H1Z1, but still, like that idea for me is just like it's so stupid. And
Yeah.
like to me, battle passes are amazing because I came from that, and just thinking like I'd rather spend $10 and then just make me have an incentive to keep on playing
yeah, with
instead
battle
of having the
passes,
chance of getting a key.
like I said, there was nothing in PUBG's one that was like, I needed to get this or whatever.
Yeah, some of the weapon skins were pretty cool, but other than that, I was like, I don't really care.
Yeah, and then for Apex, like really the best stuff was right there when you bought it. So like we got the skins.
No, the I think the best skins were that event, the night event.
I don't know. I'm talking specifically for the battle pass. Like
the battle pass, yeah, no.
Yeah, like
'Cause
the
it's
best stuff was in the beginning, and then like Joey's trying to go for the 50, which it's for Watson. I don't play Watson, but that one's probably like the last good skin.
Mm-hmm.
But like everywhere from like 23
It's like
to
1
50,
1 to
there's,
20, like 1 to 50 is like 1 to 25 is a lot, which is really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then 25 to 50, there's only like one.
Yep.
And then the rest of them, I really don't care about. And I really don't care about charms.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it's like if you really want a, because this season the master like work of the gun is flatline, but like nobody, like yeah, flatline's good and all, but it's just like
Yeah. It's just
who runs a
weird.
flatline towards the end game?
Yeah, it's just a weird thing to put there. But I guess it's because they already did with the Havoc, they did the 301, and then the
Well, no,
had the
301 was
shotgun.
like no.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's-
they did do the 301.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They did those 4 guns, and then it's like, yeah, what do you kind of got after that? And they gave us the submachine gun at the beginning for this one.
Oh yeah,
So-
this submachine gun's nice.
Yeah.
But
So
I
it's
mean,
like everything was in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, and again, like Apex doesn't have a variation of weapon choices, like
Right.
we talked about it before.
Yeah. So I mean, I actually to that, like, I wonder if they did that on purpose just so people could get the battle pass because everything is in the beginning.
Yeah, because like I mean, because was it for the R99?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, everyone likes R99.
Yeah.
I don't think there's
So-
anyone that doesn't.
No, but they're not. I'm saying like they're not doing because like every battle pass
Uh huh.
at the end you have like it's usually like a legendary skin for a gun,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have 10 more levels after the battle pass, like so 110. You get a special variant for that legendary skin that you got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like this season is the flatline one.
Mm-hmm.
Last season, like ice and
It was
hot and ice or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It was the shotgun,
Yeah. That was a
the
shotgun.
not the EVA 8, the other one, the one that
Peacekeeper.
Peacekeeper.
Yeah.
And so
Which
it
it was cool looking.
yeah, it was really nice because it was like first it's blue, like ice kind of looking blue,
Mm-hmm.
and then like 110 is pink, like
Yeah.
bright pink. I liked it. I wasn't going to go for it because I was getting pissed off by the map,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but I liked it. And then the one before that was the 301, and it was a like Rhinosaur, like Rhinosaur looking one,
Mm-hmm.
and then the one before that was a Havoc.
So, I mean, they're interesting. It's just a matter of like, to Joey's like, I don't know why they picked the flatline, but to also the point, like they don't have a huge weapon variation. So with like this one, like you got the 301, you got the 3 legendary skins right off the bat, and I'm like, all right, well there you go.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I'm trying to get is the skydive for Octane, and that's like level 22. And I'm like, after that, everything else is just fair. But what I was trying to say is like, I don't know if that's smart on their part because you literally do it to get the initial pull,
Mm-hmm.
but then I guess.
But
that's
I guess
okay? Like,
I guess
don't know.
it's smart in the sense of if we put stuff at the end, people who buy the pass, say like if they bought the pass previously for like before, but they never got to finish it, never got it. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just not gonna buy the battle pass because
I never finished them.
Yeah, I never finished them. So then like when they switch it, it's like, oh, the incentive is you buy the battle pass and the first few levels you get it,
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying that increases the revenue because more people will buy it because that's more easier to obtain. And yeah, it makes it boring on the long run, but it's like
Yeah, and it's not expensive. I mean, $10, like
yeah,
So I agree. Like it's probably the smart move, at least because for someone like me, I'm not gonna get to 100 levels, and I'm not gonna do the extra 10. So like, because I haven't done it once, and why am I gonna do it now? I mean, even though we're playing it more, like it takes a long time to get up there.
yeah, and then even like they have challenges for it, right? Like where
Yeah.
and like someone's like get 2 kills with a pistol, but it's like damn dude, it's kind of like hard to get kills with a pistol like most times.
Yeah. No, and like most of the time, I don't even do the challenges. Joey does, but like I don't even mess with it.
Yeah,
I do the challenges in which they give something specific, like a skin or something like that, and those are fun. Those are actually like something you.
Those are just specifically for an event.
Yeah, I mean, those are fun to do though. Like I do those because
Yeah.
you get something out of it that's worth it. But like you just getting points for the battle pass, it's like So yeah, I think it is a move to just generate initial revenue for people because you get the stuff right off the bat. So yeah, it's kind of like that for the last one too. Like it was just even more so for this one because like in the last one you had more stuff throughout. And we even thought then that I was like, okay, they're kind of scaling back, but like this one, like no, you could tell right off the bat everything's in the beginning, and then there's like,
Well, at least to us.
but even the skins, like you even go with the skins, like if you go through the skins, like what is it there that's like really, because there's skins throughout, and nothing out there like jumps out at you as something cool. All the skydives are in the beginning, like I don't know.
The skydivers are all the way through.
Well, for characters that are like really, because Revenant's in the beginning, Octane's in the beginning, and I want to say
that's just for you.
No, Caustic's also in the beginning too.
No, Caustic's is like I haven't got Caustic's yet.
Yeah, but he's like
I just got Caustic.
Yeah, he's like level 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
It's in the beginning.
But it goes all the way through. Like I know the emo chick.
Wraith.
Wraith. Like hers is like 75 or something like that.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, but her skin's what, 25?
Yeah, 25.
With their cool skin? I don't know.
It is nice skin.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that there's not one thing out of like freaking a bunch of levels is a pretty, stout thing. Like, everything is in the top part.
At least for us.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends who you play and like who you like playing as. And then that's a lot of things for dependent on battle passes. Like if Fortnite does it, you get skins, right? But like they don't have different characters like Apex does.
Yeah.
It's just one body and you just put skins on it. So it's like, okay, cool, I got it. Like, I can always switch.
I do.
Like, it's not like I had to play this character in order to have this skin. That's like, or use this really cool skin.
Actually, that is true. Like, I actually do like the skin like customization that Fortnite does.
Because because it's just the body, and then
when the Stormtrooper came out,
yeah,
I was fucking debating about just like buying it because like I don't play that game anymore. But it's just like, man, I really want that Stormtrooper. Like,
yeah, it's pretty cool. And like what Fortnite does is pretty cool is like whenever they release like a theme skins, they usually do a set for a male character and like a female character.
I wonder what process they go through to get the rights to do those. Because like, why doesn't Apex or like PUBG do that either? Like, I don't understand. Because like, well, PUBG's a paid game, so maybe it's a bad example, but Apex is a free game. So I wonder what the process is of like, hey, this so company, can we use your rights to do this and this, and we?
I think it's just more of the
residuals.
I just think it's more of the fact that Fortnite is so big. It's like I would think of it more of like a marketing tool for companies than.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
no, I
like for Fortnite emotes, like their dances, or that happen like publicly, but no one owns like a right to a dance, so like they can just like make it an emote in the game.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Well, you can make it. Actually, you can. You just gotta like. Don't you have to like claim ownership before it comes out?
Yeah, and they can do that. If no one else does it, what's going to stop them from saying like, "Hey, we did it"?
Yeah, it's
but
like,
they need to do it through like legalize.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's like say like I created a dance, but I don't claim ownership of it. But and in Fortnite, like I was like, that's a pretty good dance, a pretty good emote. It's like, hey, here's all the paperwork. We're the one, like our creative team's the one that created it. Like we quote unquote we have a special emote department, you know, and so they create it. We have rights to it, and then that's it.
Oh yeah, I mean we talked about when I was playing Rocket League about the map for Dota 2. Like technically it's a map off of WoW, the map editor, you know, and with that like they lost the rights to it because they didn't think about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
no Dota.
Dota 2, yeah.
Yeah,
Rocket League.
No, I was playing Rocket League when we were talking about it.
We were playing Rocket League. We were talking about it, and it's how in WoW they had like a custom game editor, and what they did was they actually made like a MOBA, you know, which was Dota, and Valve got the rights to it, and Blizzard tried suing like Valve, but all Valve had to do was change the names of all the characters, you know, because like the characters had all like Warcraft character names, so they just did the names of it, and they're like, okay, you know, this is our game, or we got the rights for it.
Yep, it was a pretty simple fix.
Yep.
But now that shit ain't gonna fly. Like,
we're at 55 minutes.
Yeah. Oh shit. See, I knew it was gonna happen with Apex. And we didn't even talk about the new gun either.
The sniper's pretty cool.
You like it?
It's actually the only sniper I like.
Yeah, I like the bolt action.
Well, you've always liked bolt action stuff.
Yeah, it's cool because it's not as strong. It gets strong, but it's not as strong as the legendary you get out of like the packages.
Oh, the Kraber.
The Kraber, yeah, Kraber will one shot with the headshot.
Kravers, I hate Kravers.
Yeah,
this one you won't pretty much won't one shot if they have armor.
But they do pretty good damage though.
It does.
I got hit by it and like I lost all armor.
Yeah, you'll use armor and a bit of health, but
Yeah.
it's not like overly powerful. But I do feel like it's kind of slow, like a little slow. I think it could use a minor buff in like shooting speed, or shots, like the speed in between shots. But that's pretty much it. But
you mean like when it's like doing the animation to
yeah
kick out, go back in?
to do to put another shot. I think that could be a little bit faster, but not like insanely fast.
Can you do it like when Destiny 1?
Like
stop the animation and it'll still reload like halfway through?
I haven't tried it.
Like, because in Destiny 1 they had what was that gun called? Like the last word, I think. No, not the last word.
That was a
handgun. Yeah.
What do you mean? Stop it mid and it keeps the bullets?
Like you can.
There was that like this the bolt action sniper rifle that they had in Destiny 1. I can't it's like I'm blanking.
Yeah, so like in most games, whenever you reload a gun, there's a certain point in the animation where you can stop it, and the game it will
still give you that bullet.
Yeah, will still read that it's loaded.
Gotcha.
So like, No Land Beyond, that's what it was.
Yeah,
I fucking loved it in Destiny 1 because like you just get it and you just like move forward fast enough a little bit, and then it will just stop the animation, but you had the bullet.
Yeah,
I love that gun.
Yeah, so like in some games, we can do like if it's like a long animation, but once that animation point resets certain thing, you can like say like you do like a quick melee, and they'll have full ammo, or like or some cases you can weapon swap, and it'll have full ammo, or like.
I got you.
Which is CS:GO because they do that, right?
I don't know, but most games you're able to animation cancel or reload, and it'll give you the full.
Yeah, I got you now because there are some guns that you can time it, and But no, I mean it's good that there's at least another gun. I mean, finally we got another gun in the game. I still
think they need like a lot more guns.
Oh no, I mean I agree with you completely. Like when we talked about it the other day, like there's numerous stuff that they could do. But at least they added one, and it's somewhat fun because y'all like using it. So, if they can change it a little bit, they'll probably change it. They've changed every gun so far a tad, so they'll probably change it a tad.
Yeah, I feel like it should either fire a little bit or like reload a little bit faster in between bullets, or maybe do a little bit more damage if they're gonna keep it that slow.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, if it's that slow, yeah, or vice versa, they should just switch it out. So it's not overpowered one way or the other. And then at least I also think that in that scenario, if it's a little bit faster and still does the same amount of damage, like it still makes the Kraber relevant.
Or maybe increasing the mag by one more.
How many does it have?
4. But I think having that 5 with where it's at now will be pretty fair. Because it's like the damage isn't a lot.
It's decent.
It's decent. Like it's good. It's good damage. and then you don't want to overpower because then it might outshine like the Kraber, which I doubt because the Kraber is like fucking ridiculous. But the time between shots is pretty long, and you only get 4 shots, right?
Yeah.
So I think having a 5th shot would be pretty good. I think that'll be like the best all rounder.
Okay. No, that's fair. I mean, I probably agree with you. I haven't used it because it's not the way I play, but like I would agree with you in that aspect that if they change a little bit of it, that'd be great. Yeah, but we need more weapon variations for stuff. That'd be nice. And even something like a burst pistol, that'd be nice too. Something, I don't know. Different things like that you could always add, or like a bow and arrow or whatever.
Bow and arrow.
Yeah, no, just I mean, you don't even have to do that specifically. It's just things that just think off the top, or like a big gun that does like one shot.
I'm thinking like you put 4 times on it or 3 times on the bow and arrow.
Yeah, I mean PUBG does have a crossbow.
There you go, stuff like that. There's options. They just have to figure it out. I mean, and shoot, I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole again, but I'll leave it at that. I mean,
I'll go through it real quick.
Nah,
really?
It's not gonna be real quick.
Yeah, it's not gonna be real quick. We're gonna end up talking about weapons forever. But no, I mean, so far this season, it's fun. I like the new changes. The trailers for stuff has added a lot more to the lore. We'll see how it goes. If they'll ever bring Doomfist in, we'll see how that goes too.
They killed him though.
Did they though? You don't actually see him die.
I mean, it went through his heart, or it looked like in the general heart area.
Nah, it went through his abdomen, right? To the side?
I thought it was like the chest.
Okay, I might be blind, so don't actually quote me on that.
Because it was on the left side chest area. So I'm just
I know it's through the left side, but I thought he got it like in the back.
I think it was through the chest. Yeah.
Okay, I mean shit, I might have missed it. That's the case that he fucking did. No.
I mean, it's Apex lore. You never know. Like he'll come back alive as a robot again, probably.
That's also true. Now that we know that happens, it's
because that's what happened to the Revenant.
Yeah, that's probably what happened to Pathfinder. It's interesting.
Well, no, he was probably like a test subject.
Maybe. I mean, like they could do whatever they want. Like the lore's out there. Just that's interesting moves that they decided to do. They really threw people for a 180, and everything like that. So, just keep doing what they're doing. Add more stuff to the game and give me fucking map rotations. Fucking shit.
And more guns.
And more guns.
And I'll like the game a lot more than I do.
I mean, I like the game a lot more if they just do map rotations. Like, just that by itself would be amazing. Like, I don't understand why we don't do that. It baffles me. The guns thing, yeah, that's a whole creative thing that you have to add and test every time.
Yeah.
The maps, no.
Because they got to balance a lot. Because they got to balance characters, they got to balance guns, and they got to balance the map, I guess.
I mean, just throw it as a test run and see how it fucking goes. Like, throw the new guns in there and see what happens. Like, I don't understand why not. Like, we'll do it for a week or something. We'll figure it out.
Most games they have like H1Z1. They had like a test server.
Yeah, PUBG has a test server.
And PUBG has a test server too. Yep.
It's not that hard. Anyways, I knew that was gonna happen with Apex. We were gonna get into it for a while, and we won. Well, I won twice this season, so it's off to a great start. I won with a random. So good times. Joey, you won one with all of us, so you're fine. This guy, you did die though before we won it.
Yeah, because you're like, get on the ship. I'm like, all right, I'm on the ship.
I didn't tell you to get on this ship. I said I was going to the ship.
I wasn't gonna let you like hang and dry though.
I mean, what happened?
I mean, you let that happen.
Because
Because I jumped up, you're like, "Oh shit!" And I'm like, "You."
Well, yeah, because what happened? We jumped up.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian was still sniping in the back,
Well,
and
no,
the
he
caustic
jumped up.
things went off.
He jumped up too, but he
Yeah.
was like further back.
Yeah,
Well, I was in the middle of the caustic thing. I'm like, well, I can't move that much, and I'm dying.
that's what I'm saying. Like we got hit with the caustic thing, so I couldn't move very fast either. So I just backed up, and then
In other words, I got you back. I just died trying to get you back.
so technically, but however, what happened? We still had to go on the ship to push him again, anyways.
Yeah, I saw that one was down, so I just pushed him.
Yeah, and then I followed Adrian, and I got the other guy. It's I think you were healing. I think.
Yeah.
I
had to fall back to heal.
Yeah, and that ended up being the play anyways. The timing wasn't there the first time. But I mean, I like it. I also like that the ship is there too. That's kind of just a fun little thing there. But yeah, no, that's pretty much been everything this week. A lot of Apex. Good times.
Siege.
We finally talked about PlayStation 5. We're not getting
Siege.
into Siege again this week. Maybe another time when they decide to do something else. We'll see.
I mean, their invitational is going on right now. Just saying.
Yeah,
Rainbow
like I
Six
said,
Siege.
something else. Something else more important.
Twitch.com/Rainbow Six.
Oh, yeah, your shameless plug there. Anyways, we'll get into some of our other topics next week. And catch you guys later. Peace.